What's up, guys? Lore here, casting more insane, awesome, grotesque, ridiculously, awesomely cool Heart of the Swarm action. The players are going to spoil their names for me. I wanted to hype this one up, but they're going to spoil it for me. Up here we have ThorZain as the Red Terran here on Core Hall City, and on the west position, in the blue, as the Zerg. My personal favorite Zerg player. I love watching this guy. I cannot wait to cast this game. We have Dimaga. Did you see Warhound? They're already talking about Warhounds, man. Dimaga's just saying right now, please, please do not make Warhounds. I do not want to see any Warhounds in this game. I guess apparently at some point they had played some other game. So we'll have to see if Dimaga goes with something similar in the meantime. Otherwise, I'm just going to ignore what they're saying for the moment and focus on... I'm going to try to ignore what they're saying. It's kind of taking up half of my screen right now. But I will try to focus on the game. So here we are on Core Hall City. I know I've been doing this at the start of like every single one of these, but since this is very new, I want to take a second and look at the map. This is a very interesting map, especially for Zerg players. Let's actually just look down here. So we have the main right here. We have a relatively wide ramp. Inside this same thing, we have a second expansion available right here. This is your natural, although it's almost funny to call it a natural because it's actually just still inside of your main. In fact, we can see Dimaga is going to make full use of that and send his drone down here for a 15 hatch. And there we are. Just right there, easily accessible. We now have this third available as well. This is what I would usually say people will go for as the third expansion. It's a little bit off to the side. But not too far from your own main ramp. You then have this choke over here to defend. The interesting thing about this third is these destructible rocks, these collapsible rock towers. If you kill those, it will actually block off this entire base. So just some really quick early aggression. We haven't seen too many people make use of this just yet, but some quick early push down here with just a couple of units. They only have 500 health. I have a suspicion we're going to start seeing a lot more people taking use of that to deny that early on. And then there is this fourth available, which is blocked by just regular old Dustin Browder style destructible debris. So Dimaga is going to scout right away because he's sending his Overlord to the close position. This is not a forced cross-spawn map, as you can obviously see here. They are able to spawn in nearby... They're actually nearby air and by ground in these particular positions here. So they're gonna... Man, these guys are... They're just chatting away. These are friendly guys. These are both... ThorZain and Dimaga are honestly two of the friendliest people in the pro esports community, especially Dimaga. The dude always has a giant, big old banana grin on his face, which is part of why I love to watch him play so much, because he is such a nice guy. Double gas coming up for ThorZain now. And he's actually going for this really fast. We've seen this happen a lot. It's amazing how well this timing works out. And I know this happened in Wings of Liberty as well. But he gets up this super fast command center, gets both of his orbital commands up at roughly the same time, and gives himself a really early, really large swing forward in his economy. He does now have his double gas up, which means we will probably be seeing some... I'm going to go ahead and just guess we'll probably see some Warhounds in this game. He is a Terran, and... he may be proving me wrong at the moment. 4 barracks now out of ThorZain. This is another reason that I like ThorZain, is that he hasn't just been relying on Warhounds every single game. He's been working on actively working with strategies that do not use Warhounds until at least much later in the game. I do feel like they're almost required at the moment, just because they are so good, and I mean you kind of just want to win the game, right? But he does do a lot of stuff that isn't just let's make a bunch of Warhounds and win the game in under 10 minutes. So getting himself out some Marines, getting himself some stim, and a reactor on that barracks as well. So we should be actually seeing some heavy bio play out of him very early on here. That's cool to see. Meanwhile, checking in on Dimaga here, he's getting up his gases, taking 4 gases all at once, and he has not actually started Zergling speed just yet. So probably going to see some Roach play, or possibly just going for a very fast layer. That's a bit scary, but he's Dimaga. He does whatever the hell he wants. Dude's crazy. Is that creep tumor on a ramp? The creep tumor is on a ramp. You can put creep tumors on ramps now? I did not know that. Good to know. Very interesting. Anyway, let's check this out up over here. Looking in this base, we've got Marauders pumping out like crazy. We got Marines pumping out like crazy. Pretty much exactly what you expect out of a 4-raxing Terran. He is on 2 base, so it's not the all-in 4 racks, but still. I guess that was actually 5 racks, now that I think about it. I haven't seen that strategy in a long, long time because, well, it's actually something that people just figured out how to counter, and so Terrans stopped doing it. Plus, this is Heart of the Swarm. Anything goes. Doesn't matter. These guys are much better at this game than I am. I'm just going to go ahead and let them show us what they're doing instead of trying to tell them what they are doing. Because, I mean, they wouldn't be able to hear me anyway. This is a replay. Who cares? I can't tell them what to do. Nice little Bioforce moving out here from ThorZain now. I wonder if he's going to actually do some aggression with this or if he's just going for a contain. That's a lot. That's definitely going to be some sort of aggression coming out here. I don't believe he's actually able to spot that. No, he cannot. Very nice positioning there from Dimaga on that Overlord. In fact, he's got another one right over here that he's going to be able to... I hit the wrong button. I don't know what that did. But he's going to be able to... he's even saying, no Warhounds? Really? You're gonna do that? No Warhounds? So he does have some Roaches out now. Coming in here, stimming up, doing some damage. I believe Dimaga should be able to defend this. He's actually doing... Oh my god, that is amazingly good with the transfuses there. Saving a couple Roaches at next to no health. And so ThorZain is actually forced to stim again just to run away. He sends this 3-hit-point Marine down over here to check to see if there's anything. Oh, please. Please just tell that Marine to attack that collapsible rock tower. I would love you forever if you did that, ThorZain. Please, just... Can I make him do it? Can I... I can't right-click. I can't make him attack that. I want him to attack it. It's only got 500 health. Just attack it, please. Anyway, whatever. Looks like Dimaga doesn't actually even care about that base over there. He's going to start working away at this collapsible, or excuse me, this destructible debris down over there. I'm going to keep checking on this guy to see if he ever actually attacks that that collapsible rock tower. I would love for him to. He now has his Zergling speed about to finish up. He's got Banelings coming out and Baneling speed on the way as well. So we might actually just be seeing a Wings of Liberty game here, guys. We might just straight up be seeing some perfectly normal Marine bio into Banelings, into mech a little bit later. If he builds siege tanks, if he just sits here and builds siege tanks, then that's it. We're watching a Wings of Liberty game. This isn't even Heart of the Swarm anymore. They have not done... He's not actually doing anything with that at the moment. Yep, popping out medevacs like crazy. Nothing crazy going on so far. In fact, I don't even think any of the numbers have changed on these particular units. These all seem to be, if I remember correctly, all of the units we're seeing in play are exactly the same as they have been in Wings of Liberty for a long time. Literally the only new thing is this creep tumor. That's it. That's kind of awesome. So I guess this game showcases really well how little has actually changed. Yeah, in fact, he's just getting siege tanks. He's getting medevacs. This game showcases, so far at least, how little impact that it has to have, how little impact the expansion has to have on the gameplay. It's not like in Brood War, where all of a sudden Terran had medics and it just completely changed the way the game played. There's not much in the way of early game changes that have to happen here. So it's very, very interesting. And honestly very, very exciting to see how this is going to play out from here. I'm wondering if we're going to get a chance to see any Swarm hosts. I'd love to see Vipers. Perhaps some more of the... Oh, never mind. Here we go. Attack coming in here. Nice little splits there from ThorZain. In fact, it looked like Dimaga actually mismanaged his Banelings there for just a second. Could have taken out this whole group, but there's an Infestor around somewhere. I didn't see it, but it's around somewhere. It might have actually died in the middle of that, but it did manage to get off a... fungal in the middle of that. Nice little connection there with the Banelings, and this is now going to be cleaned up. Not quite able to kill off those Banelings. That Marine is going to have to run away. So yeah, still just very, very normal Wings of Liberty style gameplay here. Nothing super strange has happened just yet. We now have a hive on the way for Dimaga. He's now getting he's got his 4th base up. He's taking it up there. Hasn't put any workers on either of these bases just yet. In fact, he's just being really, really super aggressive. Excuse me, sending out a whole bunch of Zerglings. Let's see how many units he's up to now right now. Oh, Dimaga. This is the other reason I love Dimaga. So many Banelings. He's going to be up to 15 Banelings as soon as those pop. I would not be surprised in the slightest to see more coming out of him. Dimaga is... He's become known for really, really aggressive Baneling play. Not actually going to kill that Marine, I guess. Okay. Does kill him off there. And taking shots from a siege tank, though. This is a Dimaga army. This is a Dimaga army. I love seeing stuff like that. Transferring drones down to his fourth. There's a little bit of a drop going on up over here. Actually taking out several drones there. Very nice little drop. Very nice stutter step micro also. And he's going to pick them up and get out. Oh, no, he's not. The fungal lands. And get the other one. Oh, yeah, there it is. And those infested Terrans are going to kill that off. Very nice play from Dimaga. Those guys got in range just in time to land that fungal and take out that drop. Beautiful play from Dimaga. I'm loving this game so far. I don't know how I managed to turn that thing off. Sorry about that. But let's look back at the production tab for just a moment. I'm excited. I'm really excited to be casting this. I'm just grinning right now. You guys can probably hear the grin on my face because I am loving this game so far. This is so good. Have we actually seen a single Heart of the Swarm anything yet? We're now 15 minutes into the game, and we're getting some... I don't know why I'm looking in that base for the scans. Here's another nice little thing. The scans actually show the radius on them now, so that's pretty cool. Apologies for that sound. That shouldn't have been there. But yeah. Very nice little game so far. There's a roach somewhere in the midst of this. Oh, there he is. One roach. He's the single solitary roach in the midst of this giant army. Ooh, nice little poke going on up over here. Is going to be able to deny this expansion for just a moment longer, but then these Marines are going to come down there. Is he going to be able to get the SCV? That's the big question. And no, not quite able to get the SCV and finish that off, unfortunately, for Dimaga. And now we have a very heavy Marine army. Ooh, nice split also, spreading out all over the place. He saw those infestors over there and said, you know what, I'm not going to let you fungal growth absolutely everything. Oh, but here comes the giant flood of Zerglings moving in here. Oh, he could have gotten that tank. He really could have gotten that tank. I think he could have. But whatever, he decided to pull back, not take too much damage. Doesn't really want to right now. Wants to keep as much of his army alive as possible. Dimaga does actually have the supply lead at the moment, sitting at 186 with ThorZain at a mere 169. So not a huge. In fact, Dimaga is now just completely maxed out. He's going out. He's building Ultralists, and he's in fact getting the Ultralist upgrades as well. So we're going to be seeing some heavy Ultra play out of him very, very soon. 7 Ultralists on the way, to be precise. So he's moving. This is just a perfectly standard, normal. We have not seen a single Heart of the Swarm anything in this game so far, and that's cool. I love seeing that. I love that the game has not changed so dramatically. Never mind, we've got a big push coming in here. Zerglings streaming in everywhere. Ultralist streaming in like crazy. He doesn't even have the Ultralist charge upgrade, so nothing crazy going on there. But he's gonna just plow through this army. Holy crap! He plowed through everything. I wish I could remember the button to make the interface go away, but I can't think of it right now. I'm paying too much attention to this. Oh my god, this is so good. Pushing in there. Now coming up, this might just be the end. This might be the end right now for ThorZain. There is so much stuff now. He's slowly whittling it down, but there's still so much stuff pushing in his main here. He's going to take out that Ultralist, but there are 4 more behind it. There is a tank somewhere, a tank right back there, dealing as much damage as he can. But I think that's actually all that ThorZain has right now. He's got Marines out, but they're dying like crazy. Marauders just popped. I think he's going to be able to clean this up. I feel like he may be able to, but never mind. Zerglings. Ermagerd Zerglings! They are going to destroy everything. All of the hopes and dreams of ThorZain. There it is. GG, well played. That was a really, really exciting game. I'm actually really, really happy that it was able to play out in a way. I don't know if both players just decided that they didn't want to do any specific Heart of the Swarm stuff. Like I feel like even it was just the charge upgrade for Ultralist, that seems like something that would have made sense for them to be building up to there. Was he even researching it? He wasn't even researching it. So I feel like getting charge would probably have made sense in that particular case. But that was even then. That was super, super late game. We saw a very, very standard, normal, well, for these guys anyway, especially as normal as a game with Dimaga in it can be. Very standard, normal, Wings of Liberty game here from these two guys. So good game, well played to both of these players. My name is Lore. I'll see you in the next match.